With Irish Show. It's a poison. That doesn't help the stress level. No, don't do it. Get a grip. This stupid video I just showed you. I almost stroked out and died over it. You're watching a different show. It's donkey. You ain't a captain of nothing but a sinking ship. Don't do this to me, Harry. The Ohio State. It's Ohio State. What do you mean, the? 312-988-15.
Hello?
You tell Johnny all you've heard and seen. Sometimes it's good to just yell about football. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Welcome in. Welcome back, folks. I got to tell you, man, this is the kind of game we needed. This is the kind of game Notre Dame needed. This is the kind of game the media needed. This is the kind of game the fan base needed. Everyone needed this type of game. Everyone. It just feels really, really good to be proud of this football team, to be proud of what they did, to go out there and do a good job, beat this team. I'm a little relieved. Quite frankly, like if you're asking where I'm at, I'm a little bit relieved. Like I feel relief a little bit. It just feels good. So dial it up. Anybody that wants to jump in, I realize there's all these other good games going on now. I don't know. We're not going to have the midnight crowd we usually have because everybody's watching these other games and everything. If you want to call, this is probably a good one to get in on. Just because we're going to have more open lines, I think, because a lot of people are watching those games. I'm just really relief. Relief is honestly kind of where I'm at. This game was the big fulcrum turning point of, are you going to pull out of this thing and start tightening it up and playing really good football, or is this going to unravel on you and fall apart? And you went down there and you did a really, really good job. There is a lot to like out of this ball game and result. There is a lot to like. And I'm happy for everybody because this is one you needed to keep anything on the tracks the rest of this year. So thanks for being here, everybody. As always, load up those phone lines. Go ahead and get in the queue. Phone lines are acting finicky. That's why we're a couple minutes behind. I don't like it. The phone lines were messed with me, but they're up now. So dial it up. 312-988-15. As always, thanks for being here. You can find the program on YouTube. Do it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps Johnny out as well. Notifications on. That way you don't miss anything. Twitter, search bar, Always Irish, or Always Irish. Emails, alwaysirishad@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want it. You can get it. The call-in lines. 312-988-15. Dial it up. Tell Johnny all you've heard and seen. Notre Dame on SI. Read all about it. Patreon.com/alwaysirish. This is going to actually be fun breaking it down, especially offensively. And you got to give Notre Dame's defense credit for what they did today. There are still problems, but you got to give them credit. Okay, you do. So however you think we arrived at that, and a lot of people are saying Freeman took it away from Ash and whatever. However you arrived at this position where a team that averages 44 points a game so far gets 13 on you, that's a lot of improvement. I was in here trying to get the phone lines to work. Did they score again? No, 56-13. That defense still has issues. That defense is still a problem. That defense is nowhere near where you need it or want it to be. It's nowhere near what we're used to. But I'm telling you what, they took steps in the right direction today. And I think that's important. And it's needed. But they did take steps. It's still a problem. There's still a lot not to like. But they did a better job today, and I have relief that you're at least somewhat trending in the right direction on that. Okay, that is a relief. And Here's the other thing too. This is the big takeaway from today. Thanks for the super chats. I'm going to say what I want to say real quick. Do the super chats, give it to the calls, and then write articles all afternoon while watching the other games. CJ Carr runs this offense like he is in year 4, not game 4. He genuinely does. That guy's so comfortable out there. The moment's never too big. He looks calm. He never looks like rough, like disheveled, or like he has the poise of a year 4 guy, not a game 4 guy. This offense is getting really exciting. This offense is truly getting exciting to watch. Now, your frustration with it is, you say, right when the Notre Dame offense gets where we want it, where you could be a run threat and a pass threat, and defenses have to prepare for everything, and you could stretch the field a little bit. Right when you start to see the kindling of the kind of offense we've always wanted Notre Dame to have, you have defensive problems. You get that? Like, it's the most Notre Dame-iest of Notre Dame things. Right when you're starting to see a Notre Dame offense that looks like the kind you've been begging for 25 years, the defense becomes a problem you can't rely on every day. It is the most Notre Dame-iest thing of all time, but that's where we find ourselves. I'm telling you this. Have you ever seen a first half of Notre Dame football offensively that was better than that one? This is a genuine question. You had 420 yards of 420, bro. Smoke them if you got them. 420 yards of offense in the first half. You were 6 of 6 possessions and touchdowns. CJ Carr he only had a few incompletions. That was about as perfect of a first half offensively that I've ever seen Notre Dame play that I can remember watching Notre Dame football. You genuinely cannot complain. It's a touchdown every drive, and you were running it and passing it. I like that. That's a part of my enjoyment of the offense right now, especially today. You were able to throw it on them and run it on them. And that's how you know you're getting somewhere, where you could run it on somebody and throw it on somebody. But I'm telling you, CJ Carr has the poise of a 4-year guy, not a 4-game guy. That guy is good. He's just going to get better and better and better. The arm is the arm. He slipped some throws in there today that were really awesome, like really good feel and touch. I'm telling you, what I am most impressed about is the poise and the control of the offense CJ Carr has after 4 games. The arm talent. I knew he had that. It was all the other stuff that you had questions about. How to handle the moment and get it in the pressure and everything. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So you found your long-term answer at quarterback. This offense is starting to grow, and you see it building confidence week to week. You see it. Like, you could just feel the offense growing, but there was a while there in the first half. Denbrock and Carr were cooking, man. Everything Denbrock was dialing up was working. Like, it was... Carr was executing it. You had very few incompletions. You were able to run the ball. I'm telling you, it was about as perfect of a first half of offense you could ask for. And the thing people will say to discredit that is, people will say, well, yeah, but Arkansas's got a really bad defense, and we all knew that. And we went in the game saying Arkansas has a bad defense, so I don't know if it's that good. Here's my response to that. And I wrote about, I'm expecting bad defenses and good offenses, right? Here's my thought, though. You could say Notre Dame's faced bad defenses a lot, and you didn't do this. There's been a lot of teams that have bad defenses Notre Dame has played where they have not scored that amount of points, not gone 6-6 in the first half on the road in the SEC for touchdowns. So that's my comeback when you're like, okay, we know they have a bad defense. This is what you do against a really bad defense, and you did it almost perfect. You did it almost perfect. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. What happened with the Illinois game? I see you guys are saying that they were in position to kick. Somebody put what happened there in the chat. So you guys, that is where I'm at with this. You took real steps today, and I think there's building blocks defensively that you can lean on. There's building blocks defensively here that it's starting. It looked a little better. You still have complaints. People were still complaining about Bowen half the day, more than half the day. You still have problems, but you did take a step in the right direction. And here's the other thing on a personal note here. Here's where I'm at. It has been 8 long months since I have been able to come on here and do a show after a Notre Dame win. It has been 8 months. We had Ohio State. You had the layoff. You had Miami. You had Texas A&M. And since I was in South Bend last week, we did not have a chance to do one for Purdue. So this feels really damn good today. 8 months is a long time to do this every day and just now like have the chance to be in a decent mood about it again. And you know what? It earned the chain back. I said after last week, I still don't think you're playing good enough. You get the chain status. I'm not feeling it. You know what? Damn it. That team earned it. That team earned it today. Offensively and defensively, they earned the chain. And I'm proud of them. So the chain can come out today. This was a win you had to have to keep everything on the tracks and keep it all from going spiraling on you in a death spiral. You had to have it. You had Pittman on the ropes, and you pretty much put him out of business. So that's where I'm at with this. You took a lot of steps. Offense is going to be really, really fun to see, and that defense, you got to build from this. But that team averages 44 a game, and you got them down to 13. Some of it was them, but like you did a better job. And I'm proud of it, man. So the chain comes out, and I'm very, very happy for the guys. And it's been a tough start. The chalice is always here. So really, really, really good job there. But okay, Illinois. So Illinois wins, somebody says. Mark without glasses. So the Illini, so you're not going to get an undefeated USC. You're not going to get that. So I don't know whether you like that or don't like that, with them being aren't they the only other ranked team on the Notre Dame schedule the rest of the way? So I don't know what you think about that. So yeah, really, really good job. Let's do some super chats, and then we'll flip it over to the calls. And so, like I said, it's going to be when there's all these other games going on, we don't have the normal crowd at midnight for these night games. You have a good chance to get in today. We're going to try and do it like real radio. Short in, get to your main points. Overall, offense, defense, and let somebody else go. The number one complaint I get, it isn't me talking too much. It's letting callers go and go and go and go. So get to your main points so we can get as many in. $2 holler from Adam Dowling. Thank God Chris Ash woke up. Adam Dowling's in Vegas right now. Get out there and have fun in Vegas, Adam. Get out there tonight with Tiffany. Have some fun. Hit the town, baby. Cause some trouble. Steven Arado, $5 holler. This is what they should be. Outstanding performance, a great Irish barbecue. I see what you did there, and I like it. I see what you did, and I like it. Wandering Data Geek, $2 holler. Too little, too late. Fire Freeman, fire Ash. There we go. We got somebody who's already counting it all. It's all over for this guy. $10 holler from Ryan Elliott. No complaints here. Great win. Dominating offense, improving defense. There is hope. Go Irish. And I'm wondering, I'm going to ask this. And I know you're in the immediacy of the moment and you just won and you're whatever. I know you're in the immediacy of the moment. So I'm going to ask, does this revive anybody's playoff hopes? Like if we're counting them out because of the defense or whatever heading into this game. It's one game in the celebratory mood you're in. I'm asking, is there anybody that was like out on thinking running that table's possibility and this performance got you back in on that? I'm just asking. You still put yourself with the tough road ahead. I'm just asking if that's changed your mind on anything, the way you're looking at the overall outlook. David Fox, $5 holler. Just over 200 yards, pass yards with an interception. Much better. Too bad we couldn't do that against better talent. Would probably be 4-0. Yep. At a minimum, 1-1. You had no business losing the A&M game. I think Miami kind of earned that win. They played better than you from the jump. A&M's the one that got away that couldn't get away. And the way it got away is going to haunt you. The way it got away is going to haunt you. So, but you needed to just be 1-1 even, and you would be fine. And you... Miami, I think, earned that win. You kind of gave A&M that win in a certain way. I know they made the plays, but that was You gave it to him. $5 from Patrick. Can't watch tonight, but cheers from Ireland, Johnny. Thanks for all you do. Hey, man, go get out there in Ireland. God bless you. I'm not going to hold you down. What time is it in Ireland? What are they? Ahead of us 6 hours? I don't know. $10 T Rodimus Prime or behind us, whatever it is. Johnny boy, I hope you feel a bit more relieved after the Irish dub. Definitely on the right path. You got the one you needed. Jason, $20. How about them Irish? Run the damn table. Telling you, man, this is the one everybody in this ecosystem needed. $5 from the rotate. I've never seen a Notre Dame offense in my life make it look that easy, even against bad teams. It's always a struggle. That's my point. That is my comeback when people say, yeah, but you knew they had a bad defense. I've seen Notre Dame offenses play bad defenses for 30 years, and they don't do that. That's my takeaway from I've seen us play some really bad defenses, and you still struggle to move the ball and score points, push the ball downfield. And the other thing about the pushing the ball down the field part that I like a lot is a lot of good things can happen. Like you could get a big completion. You could score a touchdown. You could get a pass interference, which happens a lot. At a minimum, you could throw an incompletion that at least makes the defense recognize you're capable, willing, and brave enough to try and throw it deep, which loosens everything up. In your worst case scenario, if you heave one really, really deep and it gets picked off, usually the guy falls and it's like a long punt. There are advantages to being able to stretch the field for the rest of the offense. It helps everything. $2 for Rodney. Maybe we should start getting used to this. I could get used to this final score. $5. Glad to have the postgame show back. Best backfield in the country. Best young QB. Traore and Knapp played great games. Man, I did feel weird missing the show last week. I felt like I let you guys down. I don't know. I just, it felt weird to not be able to do the show. $2 from the Dong Go Irish. It is. So listen, you guys, I'm in a good mood. They earned this one. They earned the chain back from me. And if you just scored your 56, but you gave up 36 or whatever, I wouldn't be saying that. But the fact that you kept an offense to 13 that scores 44 is a big damn deal. Let's get to the phone line. Chicago's very own Tom Crowley.
Hey, Johnny, what did I tell you yesterday? So incremental improvements in the defense. So I'm gonna make a couple of comments. Once they figured out, they started bringing in fresh new bodies to like Rubio. Rubio was a beast. Traore started to play really well on that defensive line. Then you saw Cole Mullins come in and make a few big tackles, and then Armel Mukam. So I guess that's starting to work. And then you go to the defensive backfield. You got Tay Johnson, who had a fabulous game with Schuler back there. And I'm going to tell you what, Zachary made a couple of key tackles in the open field. The fundamentals seem to be back. So whatever they did this week, it was the incremental change that we needed from the previous week,
and
right?
Tom, and you did all that without Leonard Moore out there. That's the other thing.
100%.
Okay, so you can't forget that. And listen, I am not going to get ahead of myself and say all the problems are fixed and the defense is perfect and everything's fine. You still have concerns there, but this was the step in the right direction you needed to show to keep things on the rails, and you did it.
Yeah, and okay, so like I also said yesterday, you know what? One play at a time, one series of downs at a time. Just incrementally figure it out. We know we know what we have. We've got the Ferrari offense, right? And oh my God,
yeah,
I counted like 6 or 7 different plays where CJ Carr actually checked off and called his own play. There's not a lot of redshirt freshman quarterbacks or sophomore quarterbacks that have his chops. You are exactly right. He looks like he's been there for 4 years. He's smooth. What do we have now? We've got a quarterback and a safety in Tay Johnson. Those are 2 guys that can win us a national championship. Is it this year? Probably not. But I'm talking about guys that are going to be together for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, this is exciting stuff John, and I'm not being hyperbolic. This is the best Notre Dame offense I've ever seen in my life. The closest thing ever was the 1977 team. I was at the 77 Georgia Tech game when they beat them 69-14.
Yeah.
And that was a pretty good Georgia Tech team. This reminds me of that, right?
Yeah, it's just, Tom,
So,
it's real Notre Dame-y to me, though. That right when you get the kind of offense, we've been begging for 30 years, you have a defense that you have a lot of questions about. Like, we can never get it. We can never get it all trending up at the exact same time. But I'm telling you, the offense is getting better week by week. Carr's getting better week by week. You can see the offense coming together. And this was a major, major step in the right direction on defense. It just was, even with the warts, it was a major step in the right direction. Really good day in Notre Dame land. That's not an easy sell to go down there at noon and play like that and blow them out the first half. Good job. Good job.
No, and you know, that when at the beginning of the game, obviously, Taylon Green, he looked like he was going to be formidable. I mean, he could run like a gazelle. And then what we talked about yesterday, and what Goolsby and Tim Hyde said, if they can get a spy and have those guys contain on the corner, he didn't get out too much. So God bless. They did what they did. I'm delighted for it. This is a great one. We're going to remember this game.
Yeah, it was a turning point.
It's not just for the offensive blowout. It's the adjustments that they made. So I don't know. I'm just going to have hats off to Marcus Freeman and Mickens for taking control of that. I don't know how much, Ash has that, but how much is his fingerprints on that? I don't think so. And I'll tell you why. He's more, calling the defensive schemes and making sure, right? It looks like they threw a different blitz package in there yet. I got to believe Marcus Freeman and Mickens said, you know what? It's time to step up, boys. We can't do this. So I'm kind of happy today.
Yep.
I like this a lot.
Yep, it was good.
Line is everybody. Oh, how about the special teams? Jesus, I've never seen a fake punt like that.
Yeah, it was.
That was an unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a really,
man,
what a really just a good day in Notre Dame land, Tom. And now what this allows you to do is relax and be in a decent mood to watch the rest of the evening, which is going to have some really good games. So I'm really happy for everybody. Anything on the way out, Tom? Really good first call.
Yeah. So I meant Marty Biaggi, but not Gino. But what you would call it? USC just got beat with a second field goal, right?
Yep.
Illinois, does it kind of hurt? And people are already commenting about it in the chat. Listen, remember, the polls don't mean anything until after Halloween. Get to November 1st, and then they start cooking. There's a lot of season to play. All we got to do is win one play at a time, one series of downs at a time, one game at a time. We can't take the whole season on. I don't care if this guys are, well, now the schedule's cupcake. All right, whatever. You don't know that yet.
Well, just go win them all. You got to win them all, no matter how good anybody thinks anybody else is on the schedule or not. None of it really matters for our goals unless you literally win them all. So I'm not worried about that at all. Just try and win the next game in front of you. Get to USC, and then we deal with that. Then you have an off week, and we see where we're at on the back half of the schedule. But really, really good.
That's right.
This was a really good performance by Notre Dame. Tom, God bless you, man. Enjoy the rest of college football this afternoon.
You guys too. God bless. Go Irish. We'll talk to you later.
Oh man, I just like it when Tom's happy. That's all. I just like it when Tom's happy. $2 holler. Even the cameraman was exhausted. You know what, dude? I thought that cameraman must have been tailgating before the sun came up with the Arkansas fans or something. Was that guy drunk? He was struggling, bro. He had me thinking we had that dude stopped in the pile when the guy was running 40 yards the other way. I'm just glad we won 8 months, you guys. I've been struggling for 8 months here. It's just good to feel good about it for a little bit, man. $2 holler. Told y'all my Hogs would fold. Irish look good. And the question now is going to be, what's going to happen to Pittman? Does it happen soon? Is it really Bobby Petrino going to move in there? Hey, somebody give me an update on the Ryder Cup, by the way. That's the other thing I was tracking, and then I got away from once the game started. The call lines are not that bad today. Everybody's watching these games. If you're on hold, you're gonna get on the air. 574. What's going on? Welcome.
Hey there. My name's Mike. I'm a first-time caller.
What's going on, Mike? Man, yeah, I see that 574. I know you got to be kind of local then.
Oh, yeah. In fact, you've met my wife. She's called in before, Heather.
Awesome.
But, yeah, I was super excited. This was a good game for the offense. Defense had some great plays. I'm still looking for a little more intensity, a little more purpose in the defense. There is too many times where they're not going after the ball. They're not going after the quarterback. And I'm sure it has to do with the plays that are being called in from the sidelines. But man, there are so many opportunities that were missed today.
Yeah. Now, don't you think it was a really good step in the right direction? Though the team averages 44, you held them down to 13 in their place. I think it's a step in the right direction. And I do think you saw a little more action. You saw those guys in the secondary being a little more physical, playing with a little more confidence. Some of the run game stuff was frustrating, but overall, a really good step in the right direction for the defense. You needed this.
I would agree with that. Absolutely. Now, I'm a little. Everything was good until the last minute, and this is a place that Notre Dame has to get better at. It's not like the offense can cover the defense to a degree, but this is not going to get covered by anything, and that's time management. They do not know how to manage the clock, and they didn't take advantage of an opportunity at the end of the game to run another play. Keep running, keep pushing. There is no reason that we feel that Notre Dame should feel like they owe grace to anyone.
Yeah, well,
we've lost 2 games.
Isn't that why?
No mercy.
Wait a second.
Wait.
I don't care
if it's only 30 seconds.
Wait, the fake punt on 4th down when you're up by 30, is it enough for you? You want more?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
Don't let up. There's a mentality there that I'm still not seeing, and I think Marcus Freeman is a mentally tough man, mentally tough coach. But I don't know that the guys are getting it. And now they're not even seeing it in situations like this where we don't let up. We can be gracious after the game, but until then, it's all business all the time.
Yeah,
especially now that we're in the hole that we're in.
Yeah, it's overall though, really, really good day. On the way out, what do you make of CJ Carr in that Notre Dame offense? Might be the best first half I ever remember seeing. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, you can't argue with the numbers, that's for sure. And CJ Carr is coming off like a seasoned quarterback.
Yeah.
And I think we're only going to see more and more good stuff from him.
Yeah.
He had one throw there off to the sidelines that should have been held. He could have held off on that and not thrown that. But outside of that, I think he had a stellar day. Overall.
Yeah, I thought.
And I'm looking forward to the season. I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
If we don't make the playoffs, I'm not gonna be upset with that. I'm already kind of conceding it, and if it happens, awesome.
Yeah.
That's just a blessing.
Yeah, I get you.
But
I get you. Hey, man, thank you for calling. I like a first-time caller. Call in again.
Thank you very much. Take care, Johnny.
Have a good one, buddy. Man, first-time caller, long-time critic, man. The guy, He wanted you to keep going for it, damn it. I mean, geez. I like the standards. I'm not trying to complain about much of anything today. That is way better than I ever could have imagined, even if Notre Dame win, what that would end up, that score would be like, the yardage and whatever. I think you took big steps on defense. I'm very proud of that. This is getting good. Enjoy. I'll call in one of these. Just Endig out 56, $13 holler. That is no accident. Thank you very much. We missed you at Purdue. Hopefully I'll be back for USC. Hopefully I see you there. Maybe you'll come back for USC. Oh man, just this is good to see. 309. Let's keep it moving. What's going on?
Hey John, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, man. I feel good. I'm happy for Notre Dame Nation. This is the kind of game that everybody needed to kind of feel better about things. I'm very proud of the guys today. That's a tough road trip.
It was a good victory. CJ Carr, what an incredible football player he is. His poise, I think, has been the main factor why our offense is the way it is. I know Love and Price are incredible football players. The offensive line is a very good offensive line, but I think the identity of this offense has taken on the poise and the confidence that CJ Carr plays with.
Yeah, and then
that's going to be the driving force.
What I like is you're able to have a little balance. I like that. You are able to threaten with those really good running backs. And if you don't like that, Carr can pass it on you. And you would like to think the offensive line will continue to get better as they play together as the year goes on. They're never going to be perfect. I know people have complaints at the tackles sometimes. But I thought I like the aspect of being able to hit teams both ways. It seems new and I like it.
Amen. Yeah, it's and for the defense, there were times during the first half where, I mean, Arkansas was either a couple passes where there was just huge holes there where nobody was at. They have good pursuit. They tackle well. I think the tackling is improving. But all week long, all I heard about from everyone was how lethal this Arkansas offense is. You have to take this performance today and build upon it. It's a good performance. They did good things. There wasn't much for them to do. I think Arkansas was just demoralized at halftime.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And that, listen, that's a part of it, that Arkansas was on the ropes. Their coach has one foot out the door. The OC wants to get in the door as the HC. Like, you have all of this going on. I'm just telling you, great day for Notre Dame, man. I'm not complaining about too much. You really needed this. And I think now there's a little momentum heading back home. It was a good performance. I felt like the defense had a little more physicality on the back end. They were jarring some balls loose with some hits. I just felt like there was a little more physicality back there than we've seen, and it's very, very welcomed.
Yeah, I think the young corners, the DBs that were in there, they had some troubles against Purdue last week in the first half. I believe, like, Zachary and Tay Johnson, those guys are for real. They're good football players. They're young. They're going to make mistakes. The physical maturity of them, it's going to take a while for them to, get up to the physical nature that some of the 20, 21, 22-year-old wide receivers they'll go against.
Yeah.
They played great today. They did a good job. And, having Devontae Smith back on safety, I think that was a big help too. They need leadership back there. If they're going to be without Leonard, they need all the vets they can back there to keep those young guys confident, because I believe they can play good football. Mickens has not forgotten how to coach football. Hopefully this continues. They don't have they're not going to face a really good wide receiver core maybe till USC again.
Yeah, it should be USC.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah,
but and I think
go ahead.
No, after you.
I was just going to say, this was the fulcrum point of whether you were going to straighten it up and keep it on the tracks or if it was going to spiral away from you. And you emphatically said, we're not going away yet. And now you have confidence and you could come back home with a little momentum, even defensively. It's the best place you could possibly be as they get on that plane and head back to town. It's great.
So I'm going to leave you. By the way, I never introduced myself. My name is Mike as well. And I'm a first-time caller.
Yeah, I see
And I've
that
been following you
309.
for a
What are
while.
we? Are we Bloomington Normal, Peoria? Okay, yeah, I know the 309 somewhere down there. Hey, I love getting first-time callers in, man. I love it. I always try and get you in the rotation. It's beautiful. I appreciate it. Anything on the way out? Good first call.
Hey, I appreciate what you do. You're a good Notre Dame fan. You do a great job. Congratulations, and keep it going, man.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. We've gone too far to ever stop now. So get in that regular rotation with the calls. Thanks for the kind words, and hold it down for us in Peoria.
Go Irish.
Have a good one. Man, it's just nice to have everybody in a good mood. Angela, it's good to see you. Dr. John, a lot of the morning people, God bless you guys, man. You keep me going. And you know I was fighting it Friday morning. I had a rough Friday morning. I was in a bad mood. The technology was working, messing up on us. Okay, couple super chats. We go right back to the calls. $2 hour. Let's keep this going. You guys, and Swan Dog, $2 hour. Ric Flair, woo. I miss just people being happy, damn it. I just miss it. Like I said, 8 months is a long time to be on here doing what I do without it ever being in a good mood because we win. And I know you had the off season, but it's literally been 8 calendar months since we've been able to come on here, and I'm not depressed. $5 holler from Ryan. Glad to see you smiling, John. Almost called in a welfare check for a man in his driveway before the game. Bro, I was fighting it, and I did that video last night because I was just in a weird place, and the best thing I could do when I'm in my Notre Dame head is hit record, put it on Patreon. Promo code Irish, by the way. Link in the description. But I am glad that we got away from some of the issues that we've been having. Not to be Homer, but the Iowa wave to the children is awesome. I think it's the best tradition in college football. Side note, I think that is the single best tradition in college football. And you want to know why? All of the other ones, even our own, are self-serving. This is a tradition that actually helps kids and gets donations, or at a minimum makes a kid and their family with cancer that's bound to this room and all these cords be able to live a little bit and feel special or whatever. I'm telling you, that is my favorite tradition in college football because it helps little kids and those families that just need a little positivity, even if it's just 1 minute of a distraction from the reality that they're living with their kid if they're in that hospital. I think it's the best tradition going for that reason. I really do. ND Navy, pretty special too, just because of the history and protecting America. I give you that. I have a sweet spot for taking care of little kids. Ever since I had a kid, very premature, helicopter ride, NICU stay, Ronald McDonald House, where you stay right next to the hospital in the Ronald McDonald House, so you as a family can hop right in the room when something happens, get a couple hours of sleep. Met a lot of people with a lot going on with their family, and I'm just telling you, ever since that experience, I look at it different. Whenever you go to McDonald's and they say, do you want to round up for Ronald McDonald House? Do it. Do it. That allows these families whose kids are dying of cancer and have all this stuff going on to be able to live in a decent little room for as long as they need to for those treatments and stuff, free of charge, just what you want to donate. People provide food. All the local restaurants provide food to those families. Sorry for the side note, but I just think it's important. So I love that with the kids. Okay, we're going to keep it moving, and we're doing a pretty good job here. Let's keep it moving. Try and get to your points. 559 on the line. What's up, baby? I can't understand you. 559. Oh, that's a tough one. He missed the window. I could hear it. Yeah, St. Jude's a good one too. I had no idea where Ronald McDonald House was till I need to stay there. And then I realized the service they provide. And I'm in there. Fighting Irish says, Ronald McDonald House, help my family. What you realize is they have a communal dining hall where you go and you they bring in catered food for whenever you're in between your hospital runs. And I would meet these other families, and it was obvious I'm on the way out of there. Get my kid stronger in the NICU through some scary moments, and then I knew I was getting out of there with my kid a lot of those people, you could look in their face and know it was going a different direction. It really changed me. It really did change me a lot. And I realized, man, I'm going to be able to leave here with my kid in one piece. A lot of these people are not. That changed me, that whole experience. So round up, man, if it's 80 cents or whatever, you can afford it. You can afford it. 415, what's going on?
I didn't.
Johnny boy, what a beautiful Saturday it is.
Telling you, man, is this not exactly what the doctor ordered? If I said, what would it take to make Notre Dame fans feel better about all this? This final score is it.
This is it. I mean, at least where I am, it's 75 degrees. I'm in shorts. I'm outside in all my Notre Dame gear with my kid. We're playing catch. Notre Dame absolutely destroyed. And it was just like, finally, there was no last second down to the wire, any of that weirdness. It wasn't that 56 to 54 type of game. The defense held up. It was just so many different things for us went the way we wanted it to. If I could point out one of the characteristics that I saw in CJ Carr that I really thought was important is the fact that his demeanor, his facial expressions seemed to not change all that much. No matter the circumstance, he just seems to be in control mentally and understands that he's going to make mistakes. And he did. He threw off his back foot. He threw one that should have been intercepted earlier in the game. There was a couple different things that definitely, you look at and you go, all right, young quarterback, he's going to make those kind of mistakes. However, the majority of the game, he was not just going for those easy checkdowns that we've been so used to over the years. The way we watched Ian Book and certain other quarterbacks where it was just a 5-6 yard check down. He saw it. It was wide open, but he was able to have the vision to go over that to the wide receiver down the field a couple of times and be able to understand that that person is open. And now we can take what would have been a 6 or 7 yard gain and really take a 22 to 24 yard gain. And it just opens up the offense. It's just so exciting to see this. And I'm ecstatic. But I'm also still kind of, I guess, a little bit bummed just because of the way that the season started off. And I know where this team can go.
Yeah.
And I think that's why there's such a big importance with how you schedule. A lot of people sit there and they talk about the schedule and who cares, just line it up, put them up. And I'm totally all for that. I don't care. Put Alabama or Georgia, whoever it is. But at the same time, when it comes down to it, you're sitting here and you're telling me that if we didn't have like 2 more games that would have been a little bit easier in the beginning, and now we're going into Texas A&M or now we're going into Miami or something to that degree, we'd be way more equipped for it. And that's why I think scheduling is so important. Yep. And why I'm talking about next year already, just because of the fact that they have that open.
And Adam, here's where I'm at on that. I had that thought when it became obvious we were going to win this one by a lot. I had that thought as well. And I want to say, man, what my first thought was, you let that A&M game get away from you, and it was the one that couldn't. I think Miami earned that win on you. They played better from the jump. They earned that win on you the hard way. I think you gave one away against A&M by the way you ended it and that defense. And that really hurts because 1-1 and you're fine. You're in the top 10 and you're like, you have problems, but you're in playoff position. That was the one it couldn't be. And there's nothing you can do now but kick the shit out of everybody else. There's no other option. That's 100%. All you can do. That's all you can do.
100%. That's exactly right. Because, okay, go ahead, schedule Miami or schedule Texas A&M, but then have the second game with those top 10 opponents be later on down the road, because now you're better, you're ready. There's so many different things that you can find where your holes and your deficiencies are. So I'm ecstatic right now. I mean, I'm having a great day. This is fantastic. I turned 48 the other day. I'm here with my boys. Like, we're all doing our thing. My kids are stoked. Like, everybody's happy. But I will always look. However,
these days are rare, Adam. Enjoy it. These days are rare in our Notre Dame lives where you're like, you know what? Things are pretty damn good, and I'm not miserable for once. All right, Adam, go hang out with the kids and then have fun watching the rest of the games, and then call me Monday morning.
Thank you, Johnny boy. You have a great day, buddy.
Have a good one. Oh, man, I just love hearing people be happy. I go back to it. 8 months is a long time to be miserable, you guys. And I'm glad to see all the stories, you guys. Dr. John, we'll see you. I'm glad to see people relate to the Ronald McDonald House thing. And like, I'm not on an island with it. I think it touches more people than you know. But I've never been the same since. And I look at kids a different way, just being in that environment and being in that NICU and all that stuff, the helicopter ride, 17-minute, in case you're wondering, 17 minutes in the air in the helicopter from the suburbs to the like in Chicago hospital, $63,000. In case you're wondering how much it costs to fly a medical helicopter 17 minutes with a mom and a kid. $63,000 for 17 minutes. Ooh, man, there's not enough super chats going around for that. Oh, it's just good to not be miserable. $5 holler from Dante. Is anybody thinking CJ Carr for Heisman this year? I know I am. You know what hurts that? What hurts that is starting out 0-2. That is tough. It's tough. It's hard to win a Heisman when you're not on a top contending team, whatever. That's just the way it works out. This isn't, who was it? Paul Hornung? One of the Notre Dame guys, the only guy to ever win the Heisman on a losing team, right? Like, this ain't that. So I don't know. And so, man, yeah, Johnny, for 7 years in and out of Ronald McDonald House with my late son. God bless you, Outbound. You understand what I mean more than I do. That's tough. 386, you're in the mix. Oh, I can't wait to talk to you guys. You got to be so happy right now.
Yellow.
Hey.
Hey, Brad, Florida, coming at you down here from Florida. How y'all doing today?
Doing really, really good. It's just a good win for Notre Dame.
I hear you. I'm just sitting here on my third Budweiser. I got my 2023 national title
Wait
t-shirt
a second.
on.
Wait. Time out. No. Time out. You are not the 386 Notre Dame people. You are the 386 Matthew McConaughey guy that likes Michigan.
Oh, you know it.
Aren't you?
Oh, all right.
I knew
the y'all won today.
I knew the boy.
Y'all won today. I'm proud of y'all.
I'm not even, dude. I'm just glad to hear from you. It's been a full year. What's going on?
Yeah. Hey, I'm proud of y'all. What's that make y'all? 2-2 now?
Yeah. We had some problems to start the year, but I'm not going to even if you're going to troll me with some Michigan BS, I'm not letting you bring me down today. Damn it. Can I just have one afternoon to be happy? Can I just have a couple hours?
It's been a whole year, man. I'll let you live, man. But anyway, you got that CJ Carr, that pure Michigan lineage going on.
It's working.
I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm proud of y'all. You keep it going, man.
I never know whether you're trolling me or you're being for real, but when you melt the airwaves with that smooth voice, nobody's even mad at you. That's the deal.
Well, hey, how's the weather up there, man?
It's good. It's like 78 degrees. It's sunny, not a cloud in the sky. For Illinois, that's as good as it gets.
All right. Well, y'all have a great day. I just want to call in here my one time a year. I'm sure I'll talk to you another time.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you remembering me. It's great to hear your voice. Have a good one. And just remember.
I watch you every night, man.
Just remember, you get older, but they stay the same age.
All right. Peace.
Dude, I thought it was the Neppers. There's literally 3 Notre Dame Neppers that call from 386, and I thought it was them, and then I realized real quick who it was. I'm just glad to hear from them. I'm not even mad. I ain't even mad, man. Oh, not even mad. Look at this. 617 has not called in 2 full years. What's going on, man? Thanks for remembering the number. I can't understand you. 617. That's unfortunate. You're going to have to wait another 2 full years, I think, to get on the air. 502, we're talking to you. What's going on?
Hey, Johnny, what's going on, man?
Not much. I'm in a good mood for
Can you hear me?
once. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. Notre Dame looked good.
Fantastic, man.
Yeah, Notre Dame took care of business.
We did. We looked excellent today. Hey, I just got to say, I've been watching you since, let's see, it was probably right. I think it was maybe the week after we fired, Kelly left. Shouldn't say we fired him. We didn't. That's misinformation. The week after Kelly left, I was a senior in high school. I was heartbroken, and I was sitting there like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do next? And my dad threw out the name, hey, we just got the Marcus Freeman guy. And I just want to say, man, hearing you every week coming out with the like, hey, by the way, losing Brian Kelly wasn't such a bad thing, that quickly turned my head where it's like, oh, no, wait. Why are we only getting, God bless the guys who know about a name, but why are we only getting Robbie Thomas? Why are we playing Joe Schmidt? Like, I became a Notre Dame fan in 2012 when I became essentially sentient. I was 8 years old. That was my first season as a Notre Dame fan, right? Every year since then, up until Marcus Freeman took over, and really year 2, you're sitting here, you're watching, and you're like, wow, this is an excellent team, or this is an excellent coach team that just doesn't have the answers. They just don't have the talent. Every time you play in Alabama and Ohio State and Clemson, you're just going to get punked. And that happens all the time. And I heard you talking about that, and that was a breath of fresh air. So, hey, I appreciate you taking my call. This is my first time calling in. I was at the game today, so I'm a student at Oklahoma State.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so then, tell me about this then. I mean, what was the vibe? Because Pittman was on the ropes. There was already a ton of negativity surrounding the program, and Petrino angling for the head chair. And then Notre Dame had their own issues. What was the vibe like? Were they loud and then Notre Dame pulled away and they got quiet, or what? What was the deal?
They were loud for the first drive, and then we scored a touchdown, and I'm not going to lie to you, I had a couple Mick Ultras, before the game. So I was there. I was having a good time. I was getting rowdy. When we were quiet after they scored, I don't know if you go back on the broadcast, you might hear a very frazzled voice that's screaming, "Let's go Irish," a number of times. And that's probably me. I tend to do that at the games that I go to. I'm a very loud person. But the fans were good, man. We were there today. We showed up. Arkansas left. It got hot for them. It was only 80 degrees. So, I mean, that ain't that much. But, it wasn't too hot for us. But, we showed up. We showed out. We stayed the whole game. We were rowdy. It was really great to see. What I was most impressed with was, the defense I'll get to in a minute, but really the offensive line, man, they looked like gangbusters out there. I could be incorrect on this, but I feel like, once we put Gerby Lambert in there and we just said, okay, screw it, you're the guy, that finally gave them an opportunity. It gave that offensive line an opportunity to mesh as a unit. And once you just made that decision, whether it was going to be Lambert or it was going to be Absher, they made that decision and they said, okay, we're going to roll with this. And it took, 4-5 quarters, if we're being honest, but now they're actually working as a unit. And, Arkansas's defense wasn't too great today. And I'm sure they weren't great before, losing to Memphis and stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, an SEC team is an SEC team. And this is Petrino's offense. And listen, I have a special hatred for Bobby Petrino being a man from Louisville. So I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. So I hate Bobby Petrino more than most people do. So when they rehired him this offseason, I was like, oh, crap. Because Alan Green is super talented, as we all saw today, right? He's a super talented quarterback. And thank God they started off with some drops and some not great reads. And they kicked the field goal and we scored a touchdown. We went up early and we were able to continue that momentum. But I think the big thing for me was watching that defense consistently make plays. And as you mentioned in the last video, or one of the last two that you posted on your channel, it doesn't look like the airport out there. There's not 8 guys pointing in every which way. They're not saying, hey, get over here, do this, blah, blah, blah. They're not pointing out all that kind of crap. That's not what they're doing. They're way more, they're way more confident. It seemed, and after every third down stop, and they bring on the punt team, the Notre Dame defense would run to the corner, and there's all of us up at section 519, ridiculously big stadium. I don't know if y'all can tell. Thing is huge.
Yeah.
We're all the way up there. They're going crazy for us. We're going crazy for them. Man, it was great.
Good,
that defense, that looked like an Al Golden defense.
I'm glad you were able to be there for it. And the offense is just going to keep getting better. And the defense took some big steps. I still have concerns. All the problems aren't fixed. They're not perfect. But this was it was a big step in the right direction. I want to give credit to all the Notre Dame people there. I know there was a lot of Notre Dame people that in August before the season already had the trip booked, figuring we'd be undefeated or have one loss. So it had to feel a little weird making that trip, but I'm glad Notre Dame served everybody well. And I congratulate all the Irish people that made the trip, man. Hey, anything else on the way out? Thanks for calling. Go celebrate this one.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I'll just say this, man. I mean, I showed up. I got in the car at 6:30 this morning. I made my way from Stillwater, Oklahoma to Fayetteville, Arkansas. with the full intention of watching us participate in a shootout where we're going to lose like 84 to 80
Yeah.
or some ridiculous,
Yeah.
2012 act, or a Big 12 kind of score. I was anticipating that. We showed it today, as I was telling someone, or as someone told me in the bathroom, I should say. He was like, "Hey, we avoided a Chris Ash masterclass today," and I couldn't agree more. And I'm just going to hope to God that he's panning out, and that the defense is more is comfortable in the system now, and they at least have an idea of what's going on, so we can really build chemistry.
Yeah.
And last thing I'll say is, hey, pray for me, pray for everybody else. Go Irish, pray for Irish Nation. Go Irish. God bless you guys.
Have a good one, man. Thanks for calling, and thanks for going to the game. The boys appreciate it, man. I just like the energy today. Look at the Go Hogs. I have an answer for this, man, and I'm not trolling or whatever. I've been where you're at. Go Hogs for life. Our team quit. We need changes at the top. Good luck the rest of the way. I have this is not trolling. I've been where you're at more times than I want to admit. The way you got to look at it is, if you've already made up your mind, or you think the administration has made up your mind, the fan base and the media has made up their mind that the Pittman era needs to end, then be glad, as painful as it is, that this is the final thing that stops it from anybody second guessing whether you need to make a move or not. I got there in the Weiss era, where me and my brother at a home Notre Dame game, kind of rooting against Notre Dame, against a lower level opponent, because I knew Weiss was never going to be good enough. The worst thing that could happen was him to win just enough games for them to give him another year when you knew it was over. So it hurts, but it's look at it that way. If this is the final thing that makes them get more serious about the future and go a different way, then maybe it's the best thing that could happen, rather than, oh, you beat Notre Dame, maybe we should just reboot everything and do it again. It isn't going to make you feel any better, but I've been there as a Notre Dame fan, having to root against my own team for the betterment of the whole thing. It wasn't going to do Charlie Weiss any good to beat a 4-loss BYU team or whatever and get another year when you knew they were miles from where you needed them to be. So that's how I look at that. It really is. So I don't know what you make of it. All right. Promo break. Be back. Every dollar matters when you run a club, bar, restaurant, or country club. Lost tabs, slow payments, and walkouts cut into your profits fast. That's why venues trust the City Cheers app. With City Cheers, guests can receive promo details for your upcoming events and open and close their tabs right from their phones. Payments are instant. Your walkouts will drop, and your team saves time with fewer card runs and less hassle for everybody involved. Managers get real-time reporting and transaction tracking, so you know exactly what's happening on the floor, from sales to staff performance. Servers can handle more tables with less effort, boosting check averages and increasing their tips. And when your staff works smarter, not harder, morale goes up, service speeds up, and turnover goes down, creating a smoother, more profitable operation every single night. Protect your profits, empower your team, and simplify your business with City Cheers. This app is built for venues that want to win. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level, call friend of the show and loyal Notre Dame son, Tom Frawley, at 773-332-7742 today. Be sure to tell him Always Irish sent you. Oh, I'm just so happy Tom's in a good mood today. I'm just so happy Tom's in a good mood. $10 holler from Omer TD. This is the one we needed, Tony. This is the one we needed, and we got it. They did a damn good job. Let's go back to the calls. Relief is my biggest feeling right now. Relief. They kept the train on the tracks, and it's heading in the right direction. That is all you can ask for, 1 week at a time. 618, what's going on? What do you think of the game?
Hey, what's up with it, John, man?
Hey, this was a good performance. It was what Notre Dame needed, and they got it.
Yeah, man, but we'll see, man. Next week against Boise State, man. They giving us the same performance, man, and they give us the same performance against SC, then, man. I think we can it's more than possibility that we finish up 10-2.
Listen up, 618. Can you just let me enjoy this for 1 hour before you get me worried about the next damn game? Can you give me 1 or 2 hours to relax?
Nah, John, man, I'm just joking, man. They're gonna finish up 10-2, man. They look good. It looked like Freeman mostly called the defense, man. We didn't see Chris Ash funny face or none of that this week, man. You know, like he have no clue what's going on, man. Like what's going on? He's looking at around like for help. Like what's going on? What's going on is you giving up too many points. That's what's going on.
Yeah, it was, hey, that defense took steps forward. It ain't perfect, but they took a big jump.
Yeah, man. I mean, man, forget what everybody else saying, man. That defense looked great today, man. Against a team that scored 44 points a game and they give up just 13.
Yeah.
You know, and they didn't score not with one of their main offensive players. They scored a touchdown with an offensive tackle.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then what do you make on the other side of the ball with CJ Carr? 6 of 6 touchdown drives, possessions, 420 yards in the first half. Smoke him if you got him.
Man, CJ Carr looking like a Heisman Trophy candidate right now.
Ooh, man, I'm telling you, the offenses should just keep getting better and better. It honestly should.
We'll be right. Yeah, he looking like a Heisman Trophy candidate, man. Look, we got to keep on putting up these points, man. SC didn't look good today. Man, remember Boise got blew out the first game, man. I think we got an opportunity. We're gonna finish up 10-2, man.
Man, I'm not there yet. You got to do one more week at a time. You got to stack this thing. I'm going to tell you this. If you get to the second bye after USC with 2 losses, then I really like your chances of going 10-2. If you could get by the next few tough games with Boise, NC State, and USC, if you are able to get to that bye post USC still with 2 losses, then I like your odds, but it's going to be tough.
Man, I really think that Marcus Freeman called that defense today, man. I think he reached down in Al Golden's playbook. It was more man defense. Forget all that zone, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. I don't believe Freeman wanted to. Freeman just wanted to get to the quarterback. He don't care if it's with 10 or if it's with 4.
Yeah.
Man, we look good. Man, we made Arkansas quarterback look dreadful today, man. That's the Notre Dame defense that I'm talking about, man. You don't recruit these kids at DB and say, hey, you're gonna play a bunch of zone when they used to seeing Notre Dame play man to man.
Yeah, they did. Man, they just looked way better. It just looked. It's momentum in the right direction. You still have issues there, but it's really good job today. I'm just happy and relieved, man. Anything else? What are you going to watch this afternoon? There's a lot of good football on. And
man, as soon as I get my kids up out the mall, man, I'm probably gonna go home and watch I'm hopefully tonight I watch the Georgia, Alabama. I think it's Georgia, Alabama this afternoon, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch LSU, man, because it seems like every time I watch them this year they win.
Yeah. Let that one be alone. But at least we're going to be in a good mood to watch the rest of this, man. Hey, thanks a lot for calling. Get them kids home and enjoy the football tonight. Good win, man. I'll talk to you next week.
All right, man.
Have a good one. Man, I just like hearing everybody be in a good damn mood. If you're on hold, you're going to be on the air. It is everybody's watching the football. We're not as busy. What's up, main man?
Hey, buddy. How are you?
I'm in a good mood. This is the one we needed. I got the chain back. I'm feeling it a little bit. They earned the chain back, baby.
Oh, man. I know, right? It was a great performance all the way around. I said still, like you just said right now, man, still seeing little kinks, a little bit of a slow start, but better, right? And that's what we want, right? We wanted to do better today, especially against the dog shit SEC and against one of the top 5 offenses in the country, right? We needed to do better today. And so that's what's important, man. Right, Johnny?
Yeah. All you could do when you were in Notre Dame's position is look at the game ahead of you and try and get better. And they got better on both sides of the ball. It was an offensive clinic. And the defense, as good as that offense, you know what, man? As good as that offense was today, I'm genuinely more impressed with what the defense did because they had the longest gap to go from where they were to respectable performance. And they did it against a damn good offense that averages in the 40s. Really, really good job. Good job.
Yeah, Johnny. And you know what? I stand corrected. Now, you know me, I'm a man of principle and my word, man. And I stand corrected. It wasn't a shootout. They did better today. Marcus, or however it went down, where it went down, and whatever meeting room it went down, they needed what they needed to do. Like I said today. And man, my hat off to whatever Marcus and them did. And you know what? You said right. As good as the offense did, in a sense, did you feel it gave them it gave the defense the momentum to go out there and just perform just as good, or like they kind of piggyback off that mojo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. And I'm just, you know what else? I'm so happy for these players. They got to be so damn frustrated. And it feels good to open up a can on somebody on the road and get on that flight home feeling good about yourself. It's a good start into Boise State prep. I love it.
Yeah, Johnny, that's all I wanted to say, man. Great win, man. Great win. Way to do better. Way to do better today, man. And then 1 week at a time. And then, onward Notre Dame, onward to victory and onward to the next, baby. Hey, Johnny, I'll call later on in the week next week. Got a busy week in front of me. Hey, man, but I'll be listening. Johnny, to the fans, to everybody out. Hey, man, we're at 500. Hey, we just got to run the tables, but we did better today. Let's do better day by day. Hey, Johnny, love you guys, man. Have a safe weekend. Onward Notre Dame.
Have a good one. Thanks a lot. Man, I like this. We're keeping it moving. Everybody's busy today. There's a lot going on. Kenny Mitch, a.k.a. Ronald McDonald. John, if ND goes 8-4, what's a Cleon mask? Do I even want to know? I have no idea what that is. But will I wear a mask I hope I just didn't open a can of worms. I have no idea what that means, what that is. But I also question the concept. How is Notre Dame going to go 8-4? But to go 8-4, isn't that past Halloween? So then I would wear the mask the next Halloween when we're halfway through the next year's season, or what? Like, how exactly is this going to work? If you're on hold, you're going to be on the air. $10 super sticker. John Fisher didn't even have a comment. Just a super sticker because he's happy. I appreciate it. 859. What's going on?
Hey, Johnny boy.
What's up?
Hey, man. I got to call in. Today's feeling kind of special. It felt like good old times. It felt like watching the Brady Quinn offense a little bit, opening up, popping off a 50 burger here. It just felt great.
The CJ Carr part of this is the biggest part. He plays with the comfort of a 4-year starter, not a 4-game starter, and he's just going to keep getting better at it. This offense is trending in the right direction.
It is. And also, it's kind of interesting when you look at the Miami game, when we were watching against Carson Beck, a buddy of mine, we were just watching the Arkansas game today, talking about the poise of CJ Carr. And it's just to see a veteran collegiate quarterback like Beck across the field, and to say that, like, CJ Carr, his very first ever, performance on the road in Miami, it's like he set the standard for himself, and obviously a lot of credit to the coaching, getting him up to that point. But we've got our guy. And I want to say one more thing, though. The offense is great. If you watch the game, I don't think there's a lot more you could have asked for. I want to talk about the defense for just a moment. I loved how in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, the last drive or two of the game for Arkansas, our defense held up. We didn't give up that garbage touchdown. We didn't. And I would have been happy if we had held them to a field goal. If they had gotten to 16, I would have been, okay, that's fine. But the fact that our defense clapped back in the second half, and hey, how about this? Does anybody in the country doubt Marcus Freeman's ability to respond and make adjustments and come back? That's what I wanted to see. That's what we needed to see. Somebody was talking about running the table, going to 10-2. Hey, I kind of feel like you, Johnny. It's hey, let's take it one game at a time. But if we keep things in focus, one game at a time, when we show up and respond the way that we do, we hold our destiny. And there's obviously no way, we have no control whether 10-2 gets us in or not. But the thing remains, if we continue to play one game at a time, we're going to be right back where we were. After the Northern game, we were
speaking about the defense. What I thought was a huge moment. Only allowing 3 when you got shredded right down the field on that first drive, keeping them out of that seems like it was 8 years ago, but they went right down the field way too easy, sliced through butter right down the field on us. keeping them out of the end zone that first drive, I think was a huge key to this whole thing. It isn't shutting it out on the first drive, but 3's a lot better than 7's. And the way they've been playing, I'll take it. I thought that was a big win.
It was. I agree. It was the bend don't break. We did get gashed on, I believe, 2 plays for some major yardage there. That it was nasty. But hey, listen, man, that's a big improvement because we had been seeing that from bell to bell in the previous weeks, and we all know that was not Notre Dame football. That's not Notre Dame defense. So hey, whatever happened, I don't know what kind of chicanery Marcus Freeman pulled over freaking Chris Ass's ass or not, but regardless, I like it. I love it. I want more of it.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you one last thing, Johnny. I gotta wish you the best of luck here, and also congratulate you. I was drinking out of my always Irish koozie because I'm OG like that. And I see you repping the chain. I am so glad you're having a positive day, man.
Yeah, they
earned
the chain. They earned the chain. Like after Purdue, people were asking, we won, don't you pull it out? And I said, I'm not there yet. This one, as a total team effort, they earned it. And I'm proud of them. And I'm damn glad to have it back on. But you got to earn it if you're Notre Dame. You can't have swag without backing it up. And they earned it today. I'm proud of them. I hope they're feeling themselves on that plane back. They earned it today. Good job.
Bell to bell. Bell to bell. Go Irish. Hey, Johnny, keep up the good work, man. The brand is looking great, my friend. I am so proud of how far the brand has come for you, man.
Thank you.
I love all the new programming. I love the team. Just the whole network you're building. I'm still going to try to send you some messages here on social here. So I'll reach out to you. But I'm going to drop off here. Go Irish. Enjoy this one,
Thanks
fellas.
a lot.
God bless.
Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm so happy to just hear happy people. I'm so happy to just hear happy people. Honest to God. It's just such a relief. If you're on hold, you're going to be on the air. And when we get caught up on these calls and everybody that hasn't called before is up, then I guess we'll go watch football and I'll start writing my articles with all the games playing. What an afternoon. What an afternoon. Good for us. Good for us. I'm not afraid to say it. Irish Football Pod. We needed this big time. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It is impressive. Taj, what's going on, buddy? It's been a while. What's up?
Hey, how you doing, John?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, were you at the Purdue game? I didn't see you at the tailgate this time.
No, unfortunately, I got stuck having to work, but I definitely got a chance to watch that, though.
Yeah,
I hated I couldn't go to that one, but
that's okay. We'll do the blue and gold tailgate again. Maybe we'll see you there. So, what do you make of this? Notre Dame needed to win. Tough Arkansas road game, and you got the win. And the offense and defense both did their part. What do you think?
I mean, CJ Carr looked like a stone cold professional. I mean, you said it best. This kid looks like he's been like a fifth-year senior, like he's seen everything. But I really have to give it up to the defensive line. I've been begging for these guys to just show up and just show me something all season long, and then Traore's making plays, and Gabe Rubio's blowing up the whole hole. And it seems like we're getting pressure. Like they weren't always getting sacks, but they were enough that they were making that green quarterback just uncomfortable. I mean, heck, even Drake Bowen managed to put some pressure on him, have him dirt a couple of those easy throws, so he couldn't pick up the first down. So I was just like, they bent, but they didn't break. And that's why I was just kind of looking for them throughout this game. And I was just, offense, I can't be any happier with their performance. They were just, they just took the crowd out of it early. I think they emptied the stadium pretty much by the third quarter.
Yeah, it was good to see. So, okay, I guess one of the big questions will be, do you think this defense will build off this performance, or do you just think Arkansas was so down and out and checked out? Or do you really think they could build off this? And I do want to keep saying they did whatever they did without Leonard Moore, their best guy on the back end. So that also gives them a little more credit in my mind, doing it without Leonard.
Yeah, I do think it's going to build, because the one thing we've kind of forgotten in this whole equation is our defense is still really young. I mean, you have 3 freshmen in that secondary, and they're looking less confused with each, progressively with each game. these were kids that were playing high school football this time last year, and now they're trying to, match up with SEC level wide receivers.
Yeah.
And they're getting a little bit better. I mean, it's still, they're still making freshman mistakes, but, they're getting more confident. They're getting more aggressive. They're not just backing off and waiting for them to come to them. They're trying to, break on a few of those balls. They're trying to force a few of those interceptions.
Yeah. Did it not look, didn't it look like they were a little more physical on the back end, like confident in being physical and like jarring balls loose with good timed hits? I just felt like they were a lot more physical back there than they've been in their first few games. And I think they play best when they can let it rip like that.
Yeah, I feel like they're starting to trust their eyes a little bit more because, your first time playing college football and, from what they've seen in high school to what they're seeing now in college, it's like, okay, everything's a blur. But then as these games go by, all of a sudden the picture gets clearer and clearer with each rep, with each snap, with each game. And now it's like, okay, now I understand what I'm seeing. Now I don't have to think so much. Now I can just go.
Yeah.
Now I can just take a chance. Now I can gamble.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. It was just, this is the kind of game Notre Dame needed. The whole Notre Dame community in the program, the media, the fans, everybody needed something like this, especially to gain some defensive confidence was a big deal. And I got to tell you, that offense was near perfect the whole first half. It's the best first half performance I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. I was just stunned. They made it look easy, like they were playing Arkansas's JV or something.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm sorry.
They're a wounded program with all sorts of problems, and this is what you do when you face up with somebody like that. Hey, man, really appreciate the call. Good Notre Dame win. Good catching up to you. Be in touch.
Yeah, I will. It's the Apple Festival down here in Niles, so in honor of Notre Dame winning over Arkansas, I'm going to get me a pulled pork sandwich and an elephant ear, and I'm going to celebrate that way.
Go for it, man. I appreciate you can't go wrong with no elephant ear. You can't go wrong with no elephant ear. That's a good way to celebrate a Notre Dame. Crack a cold one and wolf down an elephant ear, bro. I like it. Oh, man. 559. Let's try again. 419 after that. What's up, 559? Do I got you? Renee? Hey! Louis! Bro, I can't understand you. You're killing me today. He's killing me today. 419, what's up? That's strike two, bro. 419, what's going on? Hello. What's going on? What's going on with these last couple callers? Unbelievable. Try and call back. What is going on? Everything worked for everybody else. What's up, 559 on the line?
What's up, John? Hey, my bad, Johnny. I've been eating pizza. You know what I mean? I had my bad. My apologies for that, John. Pero ¿cómo anda, compa? ¿Cómo anda?
I don't know what you just said, but I'm glad you said it.
Man, bro, what did I tell you yesterday when I called your show, bro? The moment I tell you something, bro, things are starting to come for fruition. I think I need to get involved more often. My apologies for not participating as much as you could, but today is my only day off. So I can talk some shit now. You know what I'm saying? But one game at a time, one moment at a time. This is embrace this. Hey, we're seeing progress. We're not there yet, all right? Let's not all go bananas and all of a sudden we're right. No. We're seeing glitches and we're seeing stability finally restored in our program. And Marcus Freeman showing you why he's our head coach. Remember that. Don't ever question what the hell he's doing ever again. So right now, enjoy the moment. Because CJ Carr, boy, is he cooking, my boy. He's just seasoning all that. And he's staying bougie out there with Mark Jeremiah Love. Boy, we looking good every day. Smell good, play good, work hard, play hard, everything on that one.
You got to smell good to play good?
Oh, yeah, bro. You don't want to go out this morning like, hell no. You better have some Gucci on or some Giorgio Armani on spray or some kind of body spray going out there. You know what I'm saying? You're about to sweat your ass when you play Notre Dame because we're going to put belt to ass every single time.
Oh, man. And, dude, how much did the defense improve in your mind? Do you feel more comfortable with them now? We know that offense is cooking. Do you feel any better about the defense overall? Be honest.
To be honest with you, I think it's something to be. I don't think we're missing that pass rush up in the middle. We're realizing what my oh my God, why did my mind just go blank? Mills and Howard Cross, what they meant in the middle, and this is what you want to show recruits. You want to show recruits that we need that type of a player to be even that much better. But we're letting you know that we can bring pressure, hold our guys down. We're playing man-to-man coverage, and we need your specialty, your type of athletic ability to make Notre Dame great. You know what I mean? And that's the pitch that we got to sell these defensive tackles. And if not, we're going to go to the portal. We need to find 3 or 4 of them that can do it for us. But I think we were just spoiled for such a long time, and we talk about Notre Dame defense and all that. It was what, like almost 12-year run of just great defense and good defense. And, sometimes, like you say, this is the moment that we need to enjoy and not over exaggerate ourselves because they don't come often, guys. It's a win. It's a moment to enjoy it. Let's not put all our eggs in a basket now. But I feel like this defense has improved 50% than what it was. I don't think they're still there yet. There's a couple adjustments that still need to be made, and they're getting there, John. They really are. But it shows you that sometimes you gotta be patient. I think that Chris Ash was just throwing so much at him at once, terminology, technique-wise, and it was just making them play hesitant. And I think now that they simplified it or dumb it down or whatever you want to call it, you're starting to see more of our type of defense that we're accustomed to. I feel like these 2 games are coming up are things that you could experience and then explore. And I feel like we're gonna get even that much better. But I'm really impressed with 13 points. 13 points. And what did you hold the Havoc quarterback that we got green on? You contain them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make plays. Like Marcus Freeman said, they're gonna make plays, but let's minimize those big plays. And I think they did that. So let's give them credit for that. Al Washington, I don't know what you're doing, my boy, but you need to start getting that defense correct. I'm glad he did. You know what I'm saying? And Mickens is showing you why he's our secondary coach and our future upcoming guy. Ash, just hold the reins until don't blow it up, bro. Just keep doing what you do.
Yeah, man, it's whatever they did, however they arrived at it, it was a better defensive performance. And everybody could say their defense stinks, so your offense would look good. But their offense was putting up a ton of numbers. Like that quarterback was getting a lot of credit. They were averaging 44 a game. You can't really say you put up good defensive numbers because their offense sucks. It hasn't sucked all year till today.
Yeah, and they were the number 5 scoring offense in the nation. That tells you how talented we are and how talented we can be.
Yeah, it's so, man, I'm just so happy for everybody involved. You needed this game. You needed a game like this. Vibes will be high going into Boise State. Now you can feel a little spark. People are starting to come back to life. And I'm glad we're all here sharing it together. Anything else? Thank you.
I mean, the most important thing, like I told you guys, man, I keep telling, but you know what? I need to stop saying that because you know what? We all have the right to have our own opinion. And we have our right to say what we want to say, but to ourselves. But for me, at least, if some of you would like to, like I said, I'm all about family, my boy. You could join the bouginess. You know what I'm saying? We stay bougie, bro. Win or lose, we stay bougie and classy, dog. So that's how we roll over here. I have my chain popped on no matter what, good or bad, my boy. I look good all damn time. How about them Irish, my boy? What's up with Irish, huh? Come on, man, Notre Dame Eagles and Somali. We got Notre Dame coming on us. Let's go. Next week.
Have a good one. I'll talk to you, I'm sure, during the week. Man, you knew he was going to explode at some point. 3rd time's a charm. It took him 3 call-ins to be able to make his phone work or pick it up or whatever. Let's try the other one that dropped off. 419. All right. 419. You're out, bro. You're out. I can't do it. You're out. You are absolutely out. It is you're something's wrong. Something's wrong. I want to go back to a couple of these chats. All right, here's one thing you got to think about. I think a lot of Notre Dame people were thinking, if your defense stays this bad, you're going to have to get rid of Ash. And even if you don't do it in the season or whatever, it's one and done. It's too bad. You can't justify it. Like, you have to get rid of him or whatever. Where's everybody going to be if you gradually look better on defense through the year? What will that do? Like, do you understand what I'm asking? To the mentality that it was like, he's got to get out of here right now or whatever. Well, now you got an impressive defensive performance against an offense like this. Now you have that. If you build and you get a little better and a little better, then are people going to go, okay, year 2 of Ash should look so much better than wherever we end up at or whatever? Or are people still going to be like, no, you got to get that guy out of there? That's going to be my question. And so I don't know how people are going to feel about that. And you also have to maintain this. That's the other thing. No one's open to you putting this kind of performance together and then having a total regression where you look terrible, like against Boise or whatever. Like, then you're back at square zero. It's got to be building on more than just one good afternoon, right? Yeah, people are saying I still want Ash to be fired. Nikki Dean, $5 holler. I think I called it the get right game yesterday. It certainly was, Nick. You had more confidence in the performance than I did. That's for damn sure. So that is one thing on my mind. How much better does it have to get for you to want Ash to come back for year 2? So that's an ongoing calculation here going through your mind. And I think USC will probably have a lot to do with it too. Like, how you play against USC, tough game for them today. And you could kind of see that one coming. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were in Champaign. Is that not a 9 a.m. kick LA time? If it's 11 o'clock because it's in Champaign and in Illinois Central, aren't they 2 hours behind? Isn't that a 9 a.m.? Like, that couldn't have been easy, but that's what you get when you want money and you sell out to do what they did. You got to fly all over and play some weird times. I mean, U of I's got damn near big oversized high school bleachers. It ain't like, it's not the big house. It ain't Penn State or nothing. So I don't know. But you got the one you needed. And Mag, I don't have the answer to that. Depends on if Ash is calling plays and learning or if Freeman's telling him what to do and he's resistant. This is the part that I don't think we know. This is the part I don't think we have answers to. There's been rumors all week about who's calling the defense. Freeman took over more control. Somebody else took control. I don't have the answer to that. Does anyone? I don't have the answer to that of if Freeman was pulling the strings or whatever. I don't know. There was rumors all week. Oh, I heard Ash is bench behind the scenes. Then other people are like, no, that's not true. He's still calling things. So I don't know. And so I just think that's interesting. And I'm telling you, if Notre Dame could figure out this defense, it's going to be a tough team to beat as long as Carr's the quarterback. He is really, really impressive. He's playing 10 times better than how I thought he would in these first 4 games as a starter. He's played way better than even my highest hopes. He's played better than that. And if you remember, he put together offensive drives in both the games you lost that put Notre Dame in a position to win games they probably didn't play good enough to win. And I always think about that. Even in those first 2 games and all that chaos, he literally drove the team and put them in position to be able to get Notre Dame where they could win the game. And the defense let him down. And that was his first 2 games. And he's just going to get better and better. Road SEC game. No problem. The guy looked like he barely broke a sweat. There is a calm to him that a guy like me really appreciates, as wound tight as I am. It's almost calms me down to watch him out there play quarterback. And you know what he's getting really good at that I think Denbrock's figuring out? He does very well on these little rollouts when he's moving a little bit. He's very comfortable being on the move a little bit and keeping his eyes open and finding someone. He's getting real comfortable with that. And I also like that because there's opportunities in that dynamic to make the middle part of the defense have to pick. What if he did it once today on third down where he rolled out and there's no one open and he ran along the sideline for the first down. So you're going to have to start asking. You're going to freeze some linebackers or make these secondary guys make a choice. Are we coming up or are we staying in a pass route, what we're looking for? Really comfortable, man. I really like it. I really like it. Let me look at a couple of these numbers. This can't be right. 431 receiving, 210 on the ground, 431. Those are some big time numbers. And I know they're bad. People are saying Ash can't stay. Telling you, I know how Notre Dame fans are. We're going to end up right in the middle, where the defense is going to gradually get better. And then some people are going to make the argument, like year two, look at how it got better throughout the year. Year two, it's going to be fine. And other people are saying, I don't care what it is. One and done, you've already ruined the year. You've already ruined the year. Drunk Vigo says, if we have success, it isn't going to be due to Chris Ash. If that's the case, that's not a guy you could keep more than 1 year anyways. Like, if you're saying somebody else is pulling the strings and he's minimized behind the scenes or whatever, then that's a 1 year guy anyways. That's a 1 year guy anyways. Like, you can't have dead weight on the coaching staff. You just can't do it. So, I don't know. We're going to have to see where it goes. But for today, really, really good job. Just a really good job. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We did an hour and a half. I got in all the first-time callers. It's a lower amount today on the callers and the viewers because there's so much football on. I'm going to get off here, and I'm going to start writing my articles, record my video, and watch the rest of football sitting on this Notre Dame win. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the calls. Enjoy a day of football. Notre Dame kicked the crap out of somebody. It's great. Thanks, everybody.